report is all about fairness and justice. So we will now tackle about fairness and justice and why is it important in the workplace. But before that, these are my learning objectives. First, identifying the importance of fairness and justice. Second, enumerating the perspective of fairness and justice. And lastly, know the four different forms of organizational justice. So what is fairness? Fairness is the product of moral judgment and the process by which people determine what is morally right and what is morally wrong. In fairness, everything is neutral. Yes, everything is neutral. So, let's proceed to justice. What is justice? Justice is the quality of being just or fair. Let's take for example, superheroes fight for justice because they want everything to be fair and not let bad guys win, right? Yes, right. Anyway, let's proceed to the perspective of fairness and justice. There are different perspectives of fairness and justice. First is the market-based perspective. The market-based perspective is alternatively known as the market positioning view. It emphasizes the role of market conditions in developing strategy for the firm. And market-based perspective includes a mainstream economics. Mainstream economics refers to the orthodox or new classical tradition of economics, in which markets are moved by an invisible hand and all actors are rational. If all agents are equal, all scarce resources optimally allocated. Seen as fair, right? So let's proceed to industrial relations. Industrial relations refers to all types of relations between employers and workers, be they at national, regional, or company level, and to all dealings with social and economic issues such as wage setting, working time, and working conditions. In industrial relations, if all agents are equal, labor markets destructively competitive, alternatives are limited and equally poor, no voice. So, let's proceed to the second perspective. The second perspective is organizational perspective. So, organizational perspective represents the different actors or roles involved in the process model that are in charge of executing particular process activities. So, organizational perspective includes distributive justice. So, what is distributive justice? Distributive justice concerns the socially just allocation of resources, goods, opportunity in a society. It is concerned with how to allocate resources fairly among members of a society, taking into account factors such as wealth, income, and social status. Next is procedural justice. So, in procedural justice, you can question the fair processes. Really? Is it really fair process? Actually, procedural justice refers to the idea of fairness in the process that resolve disputes, allocate resources. Procedural justice ensures the fair and equal treatment of all individuals in an organization. This is particularly important with businesses to ensure that employees have trust in the fairness and consistency of the organization. And there are four principles of procedural justice. First is individuals must be treated with dignity and respect. Second, individuals must be given a voice. Third, the decision maker or the managers must be neutral and transparent. Finally, the decision maker must convey trustworthy motives. So, that are the four principles of procedural justice. So, let's proceed to interpersonal justice, the second to the last justice. So, interpersonal justice reflects the degree to which people are treated with politeness, dignity, and respect by authorities and third parties involved in executing procedures or determining outcomes. Interpersonal justice is all about how an employee is treated, or it includes the very controversial tone. So, lastly, is the information justice. It includes the fair explanation. So, information justice is defined as the quality of justice treatment received by employees in interpersonal communication, including accurate, sufficient, and timely expression and interpretation of information about positions, decisions, and actions taken by others. So, the actual application of this report is, let's take for example, when managers effectively exercise interactional justice, they are often consistent and fair to their employees. For example, with a manager exercising interactional justice, she or he will promote an employee based on experience, merit, and performance. So my definition of terms is written below, and if you will do a research or further readings, watch some videos about my topic. So click click the link below and watch another topics that surely you will gain more knowledge and information about my report. So that's all. Thank you.